Hello and welcome back. I'm Bebo Joe, and today with me is Peter Adamcik. Peter, can you tell us a little bit about you for people that don't know you but may have played your game?
Yes, thank you for the invitation. I'm Peter Adamcik, and I'm the lead developer of the game Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, which is the real-time strategy about building your socialist paradise.
It's been around for a little while. We've been out of early access for quite some time. Do you maybe want to remind us how all of this, how Workers and Resources, the game itself, came about? Why it is what it is today, and why we're still working on it?
Yes, we are still working on it. Even we plan to stop working on it right now, but we are still working on it. So it's kind of I don't know. It's like joke or something. You can't end it. So yes, this started like idea I had, and then about 2 years of my own development, it was going released as early access to Steam, and last year, after more than 5 years, the game was released from the early access, and now this year game gets the biggest DLC, and the past year it was get another two smaller DLCs.
The biggest DLC. That's a great segue. Um, what which one is it? That's the early start DLC, right?
Yeah, this early stuff DLC. It's the bigger one.
It's the biggest one that was there, or was there another one that was ever bigger than that?
No, I think it's the bigger, biggest, biggest, and I think honestly, I think it stay biggest. I hope. Sorry to say that, but
No,
it's like that.
that's all right. It sounds like there are already some lessons learned potentially. So let's jump right in. I did ask people in my community, mostly on Discord, what questions they had about early start because I think we all know that it didn't have the best of rollouts. Some things were great, some things were not so great, and some things just happened along the way. So there were a couple of questions that we wanted to ask, and hopefully you have some answers for that. For the first one, it felt like Early Start was released without all planned features. Uh, would you agree with that, and why do you think that is?
I think not without all planned features, but I think they missed more like those feature was not so much complete, or the game is huge, and we just not we just like lose focus, and we just not deliver the, the smooth experience, or let's say, and yes, like that. So we was not focused on the important things, I think. We focus maybe more to content, to buildings, and maybe not all buildings was uh, was necessary, or necessary in the first day. And also there was some kind of problems with the graphics artist. uh, One of the guys should make like more stuff, but they say, okay, I will do, but then it he not catch, just deliver the content, and that's why some problem was created. But yes, this is my responsibility. I'm not saying about this someone else failure. It was all failure. But after we see the reviews, we try to do our best to fix the stuff. And the problem is something. Sometimes you just can't predict when you release something. what is missing, like because you are deeply involved in the game, and you don't have like objective view about the content about the game, and you are hurry and busy with development, and also with the new project. So that's why I think.
Maybe remind people how big is your team right now that actively works on workers and resources?
It's like 6 or 7 people.
That and that has grown since Hooded Horse came along. I mean, we had an interview like 2 or 3 years ago, you and I think the team was about four then.
Yes, I think only maybe like two extra graphic artists, and but what was grown thanks to Hooded Horse was, I think, my own involvement, because as we have now publisher, the many things I was doing was able to Hooded Horse do. So it saved some extra time, so I have time for the development.
Okay, that makes sense. Are there any features? So you kind of touched this. The features weren't not there; they were just incomplete because you may have focused on things that were well, that didn't need as much focus and didn't have the focus in other places. I'm looking at specifically research felt very left out. Like the research was there, but it wasn't unlocking the right things or it wasn't locking the right things. So there were a lot of updates around that. And another feature I'm looking at just recently, a lot around the prefabs came into the game where prefab was required, but it was not locked behind research. But there was research for prefab buildings, but prefab was still material that you needed to get started in an early start. So it felt very much like all the building blocks were there, but the integration into the gameplay mechanics that already existed was lacking. Were those the main things that you were thinking about the incomplete items, or was there something else specifically that you really wish you would have done different?
Yes, there I think it was like, okay, we got idea about the prefab panels to locked, but then we do just locking mechanics and not realize how many things just needs to be locked and how many problems it create, because there are like 20 20 ways how to play the game. So it just take some time to fix it, but I hope it's decently fixed. And yes, it still, I think it still needs some kind of care, and maybe additional fixes about the bridges, or some kind, because not all things are fixed as I wish. Like it was like, okay, hurry to fix, but it could be better. But uh, we try to follow the feedback about from the community, what they miss, and we will make.
I know over the last, at least effectively since it was released, when was that? March? Was it released in March, April? A little while ago. Since then, I've seen a lot of activity on your GitHub check-ins, just with fixes, with additions, with other things that were needed. How far along are you on that one? How big is the list of items that you really have left? Just like a ballpark, is it dozens of items, hundreds of items, just a few more items? Do you feel like you're pretty much done?
The release of the DLC was quite successful, so personally, I feel it like we are extending like time we wanted to put into it. So right now the artist guys just sometime even on their own decide what is most the need, and what they enjoy to make, and they just making and adding constantly some kind of new content. And also I personally decided to go over my extra plan and put to this DLC some kind of new features.
Do you want to talk about any of the new features, or will players just see that when it comes out?
I can say about it. Initially, uh, we try. Personally, I was feeling that the best for me for this DLC was the steam locomotives and all the architecture and all the vehicles. And was I was seeing about this DLC more about, I don't know, graphics, more about graphics than some kind of new mechanics. And also we we wanted to focus only those steam locomotives. And yes, some modders started to doing the horses. And yes, for some kind of earlier stars like 20s or even earlier would require the horses because the car was still only maybe in US, not in Europe, and even not in Russia. So that was like skipped because horses are not so easy to do. But I decided to, because the DLC was successful, I decided to make the horses too. So I hope I will manage make it like in upcoming months, and I hope till Christmas I will able to we will able to release it as free updates to this early start DLC, the horses, and to say thank you for the players for support this DLC, even with maybe more higher price than expected. But I think thank you for this, because that means we stay longer developing this game.
I see. I bet a bunch of people are very excited about the horses. Does that mean you will extend the early start range, the years range, to just make it a little earlier, like 1900 or even the late 1800s, or will you stay in the 1930s?
Yes, I think at least 1920 or something. Yes, it's again like, you know, extending it even earlier. It's bring We need to make another 100 buildings, because maybe you would expect like wooden buildings or something, but it's really it's too many stuff. And we already developing this game eight 8 or 9 years, and we kind of bored with development and frustrating. So, but I think I hope right now one blood of the graphic artist making the vehicles for the horses, and then we will try to make it to make these horses possible, and introduce it to early start DLC for free.
That will be very exciting. You're touching on something that I've seen a lot in the circles that I've read things. Did you feel that the $20 for the early start when it came out was appropriate?
Yes, I think maybe okay, maybe. Well, in compared to previous DLC, the price is fair, but maybe in compared to like base game, maybe it's too high. I believe maybe a few bucks less, it will be maybe more accurate. But I think with horses, it will be very good price.
You get new two modes of vehicles. One is steam train and one is horses, each worth $10. Maybe, maybe, right? That's fair. I do know that since I started playing my most recent season and where it is right now, a lot of things have already changed. So I'm excited to see what comes right after. Maybe next question: if you could change one thing about the early start release as it was, especially probably around the first 2 or 3 months, what would it be? Like, what have you learned?
I was change for sure the Steam Locos animation because to have it ready because it was like for me key features or according our plan it was key feature and then maybe also released like in day one the bricks roads and maybe street lamps or so but we try to react quite quickly but still uh, it's really for this game to add stuff like bricks road and something like that. It's really pain in the ass because there is horrible system for this in code and it's not easy. So, but we try.
Do you feel like, to an extent, you use the community, especially the people that have opted into the beta versions of the branches of the game, a little more as a QA group than you wish you would have?
Yes, yes, there is. Sorry, maybe I don't understand question.
Okay. So did you treat the release when it came out, and it came out on the beta branch at some point, even when it was released on early access, like as a full thing, because of all the features that were incomplete at that point that we already talked about? Do you feel like you may have used the community more actively as help for QA, for quality assurance, for quality control, for just feature testing, than you wish you would have?
Yes, okay, for this game, yes. Uh, I believe to have very quality QA for this game, you will need like 100 testers because it's simply just a few guys testing the game. It's not enough. And I was see like recently, even the game was even with something is released as in the public branch, where is I don't know maybe hundreds or thousand people and some 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 players which are involved in the community and they know the game because they turn on experimental branch and and sometimes even despite the fact there is the game is there 1 week released or 5 days or something and they know they was not able to discover sometime very serious bugs I think so I don't know uh, yes also when we going to release the DLC there is more tricky because you can't have the public testing because you wanted to make release and and you simply cannot release it on public because will- pirates will release it for you. So yes, the testers are limited, and that's maybe also why the first version, very first version, and first day was not completely, let's say, tested and finished. And yes, maybe we should have some kind of internal in-house QA, but honestly, I doubt it will help somehow because I don't know. For me, in these types of games, it's simple. It's not about I wanted to free QA. I wanted to make some QA and community. It's more like maybe some kind of 3D software like game in terms of QA because there are many options and many way how to play the game.
Yeah, you can either have it. What are the three pillars? You can have it cheap, you can have it fast, or you can have it without bugs. You can't have, you can only have two ish of those, maybe only one. And I'm looking at some of the features, some of the bugs that show up in this game specifically just don't show up until you played 100 hours on a map. And I think one big one is vehicle maintenance. The game that has been around for so long, and just the feasibility of vehicle maintenance on a large map in a large republic. I don't know how many people have tested that to detail. And you make a change like this, everything changes again. You don't have a map that you can just
Yes,
pull up.
right now, today, we just discovered some shocking shocking problem about vehicle maintenance. I just I never saw this problem on the support, and today I saw, and then I try, and really the problem was there, and it was like oh my god, so serious problem. But I don't know, maybe very small amount of players are able to get this huge map and where the problem appear, or I don't know.
Yeah, I get it. It's you are. What did you say? You said 6 to 7 people. And to QA this game, it takes hundreds of hours to play just on one map. Just feels like a very big task by yourself. So that makes sense. I have a question over here. I don't remember who asked it, but it's about the early building designs. Quality of flats or quality of the buildings in the game seems to be kind of hovering around very similar stats, even on the early start buildings. Was there any reason for that, or why are they so similar to modern buildings?
Yes, I think it's some kind of just not saying the bug, but yes, I think we just maybe they're almost same, or there should be like maybe bigger gap. Uh, yes, but then this game is hard, and this would make it even harder. So yes, it makes sense on one hand that the older should be less efficient, but on the gameplay hand, it would make the game even harder. So yes, I think the ropes which make the building just decided to make it like that, and there is some kind of generics. If I set some buildings, I set something. He have maybe different style. I don't know, but if you feel that something is very weird or very bad, just write us to support, and we check on it. And yes, but it's sometimes that someone reported that okay, this is bad, we fixed, and then two people reported, oh my god, why you change this?
Yes, I can't make everyone happy all the time. I've seen that in action a few times already with many features. I think you touched now in a few answers and responses here, already working on the next project. So a lot of people are super curious. What does the future of Workers and Resources or Workers and Resources 2 look like?
Yes, so like I said, we already have a project in development. It's not about now pre-production. It's about the real, I think, real development. We making the new features in the engine. I think we will have like I don't know 4 or 5 features which any other game don't have. So I'm really excited about it. And yes, we try to fix many bad things in the Soviet Republic as they are. For example, the new roads, some kind of modular system for buildings, some kind of more focus to to animations like crane animations, the forklift animations maybe, and in the and also the by the graphics. We have improved the graphics, I think, significantly, and that's all. And this time should be not about planet economy, should be about capitalism, should be something about and like more modern. So we are working on it. We still, from my point of view, if we have like now maybe third, maybe half of critical features done. So after we will have some kind of first prototype which is playable and which have all the features they should have. We will show that okay, it's working, it's it's playable, and then we will announce it and say more details about it. So even okay, we are not working so hard anymore on the Republic, but we are not finishing with the genre and we'll bring the new game. And also, this is one project, and we working on the start another project. So there will be separate team which will be works on like third game of workers and resources, and this one should be again something different. And yes, but you know it's always risky because yes, we are working together this second team with, but you know it's they are not me or team. So I again, we will see how it's going, and when it will have the quality, we will just announce it, and we will see. Yes, maybe I'm not saying it will be 100%, but we try. And again, I think both projects are completely different, and both are very interesting. At least in the um, it's it will be not like just some kind of, because both projects have some uh, different mechanics in compared to each other and in compared to Soviet Republic.
Okay. Well, I'm really looking forward to that. It sounds like Workers and Resources still has at least a little bit of life left, and then there's probably some support, I'm assuming, afterwards. But eventually, I'm guessing you will fully focus on the next projects.
Yes, 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 but still there is these horses and early start.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Still some things to flesh out, and then the secret bugs that you haven't found yet. Maybe we'll fix those too.
Yes, yes, I constantly I'm the support time to time and checking the bugs and trying to to fix the stuff. But yes, it's also very frustrating. Any new features is done, something got broke, and again. It's really something sometimes frustrating. So
I can imagine. Software development, you always don't want to change the old stuff, but even the new stuff will break it. Um, that is all I had for today. Is there anything else you wanted to share with us while I have you here?
oh, I think I said everything. I hope you just have some AI tool which can remove the that would be amazing. But
I don't play with that yet, but we'll see what I can come up with. No. Thank you very much for joining us today. Hope there were some answers in there that a lot of people were looking for. Thanks for doing this. And I hope I get to play a lot more Workers and Resources in the future and see a lot more from you. And I'm very excited about the other two projects to see what they're about.
Yes, thank you again for the invitation, and thank you for playing the game. And I wish that you will have almost no bugs in the game, and fun playing our
It
game.
is. There's no other game like it. I always try to find something else, and there's always something missing. So, yes, I'm excited. Awesome. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Bye.